Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Monde Manzi. So yeah guys, basically what I'm just gonna be sharing with you today is, my love for books, and just sharing with you a few of the books that I have that I are my favorites, and some of the authors that I really like as well. So yeah. I started reading when I was 8, so so I love reading, guys. I really do. So it's no, like I really try to read at least um like 2 books during the holidays, because I really can't read during the semester because I'm usually in school and I get so busy that I don't have time to read, or I do get time to read. It's just that I don't like reading in drips and drabs. I just like reading. If I want to read a book, I just want to read it non-stop. So yeah, that's what happens. So basically, I'm going to share with you a few of my books. This is my small library. As you can see, it's really, really small. I haven't grown much, mostly because I am lazy to go get books, and the semester is like very hectic now, so it's really hard to get books. And just books are expensive, let's be honest. So some of the books that I've read, like most of my friends read as well, so we share books sometimes. Sometimes I don't have to buy a book because I've read it from my friend. So yeah. So I'm gonna show you my Okay, the first book I have here is, okay, let me take it out and hold it. It's And the Mountains Echoed by Khaled Hosseini. Let me show you the book. Here it is. It's a really nice book. It's the last book I actually read. It's a really nice book. It's no secret that I love Khaled Hosseini. He's, I believe, one of the best authors ever, and he wrote many, not many, but like 2 of my other favorite books, The Kite Runner and A Thousand Splendid Suns. A Thousand Splendid Suns was the best. It's the best. I actually have that book, but it's with a friend right now, and it was the best book. I read it and cried and cried and cried because it was just so amazing. And yeah. And so this book is about so many people, and it's based in, well, it's all over the world that people write from, but like the main character was basically Abdullah and his sister. That's where the book starts in the beginning. So it's basically how she gets adopted, and she ends up living in Paris when she's originally from Afghanistan, because her mom had passed on and her dad has to like give her up. And yeah, so it's just like it's really like, it's hard to explain. There's just so many characters in this book all over the world, just how lives intertwine, and how like the world is just a small place. This is exactly like, it's that book. And yeah, it's a really nice book. But yeah, my favorite is A Thousand Splendid Suns, and another one that I have is, of course, The Kite Runner. The Kite Runner, I haven't really read it. My best friend just gave it to me, and I want to read it soon. So this is the next book I'll be reading. Okay, another favorite of mine, author, favorite book and author, it's Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. This book is called Americana. This is a really good book, guys. Like, I really love this book. This is my favorite book, guys. It's basically centered around the life of Ifemelu and Obinze, and how, like, guys, it's just like how love cannot stand the test of time. Basically, this is what this whole book is about. This whole book is just about that. And how, like, Ifemelu moves to America, and Obinze at some point he goes to England, and Obinze gets married, and Ifemelu has other relationships as well, but in the end they just how they end up together, because it is just like meant to be. It's a beautiful story, and it has a lot of themes as well, since around feminism. It talks about colorism, it talks about hair a lot, and it talks about just the whole immigrant experience, you know, how it's like to be a foreigner in another country, and you know how people respond to that and how you respond to that. And yeah, that's what this book is about. And then Half of a Yellow Sun by, of course, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie as well. You know, this book, funny enough, I watched the movie first, and I never do that. I never watch the movie before I watch the book, before I read the book. So it was really, I thought I'd never read the book ever, but you know, I just, you know, this book is actually my friend's, because I didn't buy it because I actually didn't think I was gonna, you know, read it because I had watched the movie, and I just read the first few pages and I couldn't put it down. And it was like I'd never watched the movie. It was like a whole new experience. And you know how your imagination, I always feel, is better than in any movie. Like my imagination is better than any movie because I always imagine things, you know, sort of like differently than how a movie would be. So yeah. So I really love this book. Basically, this book, yo guys, it's just basically about, you know, about how the Biafra War, you know, the war in this, I don't know if it's called the Biafra War, but wow, it's basically civil war between the Yoruba people and the Igbo people in Nigeria, and it's set in the 1960s Nigeria, and how, you know, so many Igbo people were killed during that time, in fact millions. And then there was this whole thing of, you know, the new Nigeria and Biafra and refugees, and you know, yeah, it's more, the main characters are, it's Olana and the professor as well. You know how they, you know, like their love story, and Olana has this other, you know, her sister, and as well. And yeah, it's Ugu, who's a houseboy, but you know, they treat him so well, and he ends up learning and having an education. And yeah, I really hope, guys, I'm gonna make a video, you know, like giving, I don't know how to give like a synopsis of just one book, because I'm trying to give like summaries. So if like I'm hoping I'm gonna make videos where I can just talk about all the books and stuff. And okay, so these are my favorite books, so I'm not gonna show you all the books. This is my other favorite book, Color Me Yellow, by Tudi Nhlapho. This book was gifted to me by my bestie, my friend. Okay, she's my friend. And you know, she gifted this book to me, and it was like the most amazing thing. So this book is about how, it's just about this lady's, you know, quest to find her father, because she didn't know who her father was. And you know, her mom, she was raised by her mom, who was just like cold, and you know, there's just some bit of like resentment that in the way that her mother raised her, and there was always that thing. And you know, this passage that she says, oh, I hated being pregnant with you. I used to cry the whole day. I hated carrying you in my stomach. And yeah, that's, you know, how, gosh, I hope, I just got a text, and I hope it doesn't show in the video because it's crazy. Anyway, so yeah, it's a really nice book. I loved it. And it's just like, you never think who the father is until the end. You're like, really? Because I really thought somebody else was the father, and then there's somebody else. Okay, this is a book that I'm guilty of not finishing, guys. I don't know why, but I've had this book for like 2 or 3 years now, and I just read like 2 or 3 stories. It's also Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. It's The Thing Around Your Neck. It's a really nice book as well. It's got a lot of short stories. I loved, okay, let me see my favorite short story, the one I read. I don't know, man, like maybe I don't know which ones I read. I think I read The American Embassy. That one is really nice. And I read The Private Experience. I read The Arrangers of Marriage. I also read that one. And The Headstone Restorer. But I haven't finished it. There's a couple of more stories that I need to read as well. Okay, this one. Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is not my favorite book, but I have it. it used to be my favorite book in high school. It was really nice, and that's why I actually bought it. Like when I was in varsity, I actually bought this book. It's Redeeming Love by Francine Rivers, and I don't know. I actually, guys, I don't know. It's a good book. It's a really good book. I really liked it. There's just like some sort of savior complex that I don't like about the book, and it's just, I don't know. Maybe I should believe in the whole story more. I think that's the problem. Okay, I can't see any other. Oh, guys, this book. I cried so many times reading this book. This book, it's, whoa. Somebody. Okay, whatever. It's called My Father, My Monster. By Macintosh Palela. Yo, guys, I cried. This book, you know, it just centers around this guy. It's basically an autobiography of some sorts, detailing this guy, his life, Macintosh Palela. You know, it talks about how his mom disappeared, and you know, they never told him that his mom had passed on. They just shipped him, you know, to live with his grandmother, and you know, the abuse they endured there, which maybe wasn't abuse in a way, but it was just like, yo, he went through the most, and how, you know, despite all odds, he just actually, you know, was able to be a success story, and how in the end he actually found out, you know, that his mother was not just, you know, passed on, but she was murdered, and he didn't know where she was buried. And you know, I was just saying, you know, her and his sister as well, finding, you know, like how they found closure, and you know, with everything that happened, you know, it's just you guys, it was just really just, you know, hectic. Alright, I think these are the only books that I'm going to tell you about, guys, today, and then hopefully I can do videos on all of the books, and you know, yeah, so that's what I'm going to try to do. Yeah, so guys, this is me on a Monday. I hope you really like this video, and just, guys, please subscribe to my channel, and just tell me which books that you'd like me to review, and I'll try to do that. Yeah, so hi, bye.